Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
Hello YouTube, Ultramaximus back with another Transformers review. Today we're taking a look at a third-party set, and it's the Impossible Toys LE100 2014 Limited Edition Final Product Exclusives. So if you're a big 3P collector, then you probably know that Impossible Toys has gone out of business a few years back now. I think, well, it's obviously 2014 because this is the Final Product Exclusives. Unfortunately, they weren't known for the greatest quality in their toys, and that had a huge impact on a negative for the company, which is why they're kind of defunct now. However, I do have to give them huge praises for their last two sets, the Tetrajet Squadron and the Mini Cars set, which this is what this exclusive is from, the Mini Cars. And the Mini Car set was basically their take on the mini bots. You had like Bug Bite, Bumblebee, Goldbug, Cliff Jumper, Bumper, Hubcap, a ton of different G1 styled mini bots, which was very cool. I did pick a few of them up. I will put a link to those here in the video at the top up here. And I was really impressed with their mini cars. Basically, they're a more articulated G1 style mini bot, and I really did appreciate that. Very cool, nice head sculpts, good paint, structurally really well done. And the last hurrah was to give us a set of black versions of the characters. And these final product exclusives basically are the Nemesis Prime color schemes, black and red, which is very cool. I do appreciate it, and it was kind of a nice little nod to the fans of the company, you know, the customers who had been buying their product, to give them something really cool at the end of the company. I mean, they didn't have to do that. They could have just shut their doors down, but this was very cool. I don't know if it was a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. However, that is the only place I believe I've seen those for sale. At the time of this recording, Big Bad Toy Store still has this figure set on sale for $35, which is what? Just a little over $10 a piece for each figure, and that's not a bad deal. If you go back and look at my other videos, I kind of talk about how a lot of these they have on sale. They go anywhere from $5 to $10 depending on the figure, and you know, I think a set of 3 very limited edition figures is a great price for $35. And when I say really limited, I mean really limited. There were only 100 sets of these made. So out of everywhere on Earth, there are only 100 of these figures, and it's very cool to be able to have a set of those in my collection. So who do we get in the set? Well, we get Night Bumper, who is the Nemesis version of Bumper. Very cool. We get Night Bee, which is the Nemesis version of Bumblebee. And then we get Night Jumper, which is the Nemesis version of Cliff Jumper, which I'm definitely digging because I did not get the Cliff Jumper figure. So this will be the first time I'm actually looking at that mold. So very excited about that. So to take a look at these really quick, we'll grab a Night Jumper here. Very simple. I mean, they're just in a little Ziploc type bag, and then they printed this out. It says Impossible Toys 2014 Limited Edition Final Product Exclusive, and this is number 19 of 100. So there's Night Jumper, and again, I mean, they just literally printed that out and just took a black marker and hand numbered all of these. So very cool. There is Night Jumper. Definitely digging him. Can't wait to take a look at that figure. Get this back up. Oh, we'll just leave it there. And then we get Night Bee. So here is Night Bee. Very cool. And he is number 22 of 100 for the Night Bees. So very cool. Definitely another low number. Definitely digging that. And then we get Night Bumper here. and he is number 29 of 100. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I get a low number for each of these guys, and they're all different molds. That's what I liked about this set is we get 3 different vehicle modes and 3 different head sculpts on these guys. Very cool. The nice thing is you can open up the little bag to pull the figure out and then put it back in. I wish they came with a box. However, you know, keep in mind this was a goodbye set from the company, so I'm sure they didn't put any money into it. They just took molds they already had, painted them black and red, printed up these bags, and shipped them out. So it is what it is. I appreciate the fact that they did that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the vehicle modes. And here we have the 3 Nemesis mini cars out of the package, and I like it. I just like the black and red. I think that looks really good. I'm a big fan of Nemesis Prime and that color scheme, and this works really well for this set. Now, I'm not going to put any repro label stickers on this because it was a 100 edition limited series, so these guys are actually going to go back in their bags and go up on the shelf. But definitely cool to see them out of package. The vehicles, very different. I was expecting that Bumper and Cliff Jumper here were going to be the same vehicle modes. They are not. They are very, very different, both in the design on the front part, the design in the back, and they are very different with the window designs as well. The Nemesis Bumblebee is exactly the same as the Bug Bite version that we got and the Gold Bug version, which is very cool. I just really dig this. Very well painted, very clean with the windows. I am digging it. I think that Impossible Toys did a really nice job with their goodbye with these figures. Very, very cool. Alright, so to take a closer look here, here is Night Jumper, aka Nemesis Cliff Jumper, and very cool. I like him. The front looks nice. We get a lot of detail up there. We get little divot right there, just like we did in the old Cliff Jumper toy. Really like the windows. I think they did a good job. And then we got the little spoiler up here on back. Very nice, very cool. Definitely digging him. And then just to compare him to Bumper, as you can see, very different. No spoiler. The windows are completely different. The front end, completely different. Very cool. Now, Bumper is exactly the same as Wasp in body mode for the vehicle, which is pretty cool. Definitely digging it. Very, very nice. Very cool. And then, of course, we have Nemesis Bumblebee. So, very, very neat. I like it. Love the Volkswagen design there. The windows. I mean, they did a remarkable job with this figure. Very, very cool. For comparison, here we have the original 3 that I purchased from Big Bad Toy Store on their clearance. We have Wasper, we have Bee-Bite, and we've got Gold Bee, or Wasp, Bug Bite, and Gold Bug next to the Night series. Definitely very cool to see them together. It's very interesting to see the white and the black contrast. I really like that dynamic. Looks very, very cool. And, well, the black and red really makes this set look very sinister in comparison. Even though these two are Decepticons, these guys look a lot more evil, which, I mean, that's what the Nemesis paint scheme is supposed to do. Here we have the Night series team in their robot modes, and I'm not going to go through transformation because it is exactly the same as the other mini cars. If you want to check that out, follow the links at the beginning of the video to those individual robots, and you can see how they're transformed. So looking at the 3 in the robot modes, I definitely like them. I like the black, the red stands out really well. I was really surprised at how well Bumper's face came out as a bad guy. He was just so happy sculpted. I didn't think it was going to come off well, but it does come out pretty well. He reminds me for some reason of Swindle or something. Very cool. And I was wondering about Cliff Jumper's face, if it was just going to be basically the Bumblebee style face like we got with Bee-Bite, but it is more Cliff Jumper-like, which is very cool. And the Bumblebee head that we get for Night Bee here is the Goldbug head, so that's pretty cool. I like that because, again, I'm a huge Goldbug fan, so now I have a Nemesis Goldbug. And we've never had that before, so definitely very, very cool. They all come with the same weapons. The weapons were stored in their hips, just like the other figures can store theirs, so that's very cool. They included that. It's the same exact sculpt that we got with the other figures, so if you want a close detail of those, definitely check that out in the links at the beginning of the video. They're just all black, so just kind of a close-up of the bots really fast, so you can get a look at the head sculpts. There is Night Jumper. Again, I like the Cliff Jumper look, very cool. He looks nice and evil-like, so yeah, I mean, very, very neat. There's his little tiny gun. Definitely like the head sculpt on him. I think that works out well. Here is Night Bee, little Nemesis Bee. And get it to focus. Focus. Ta-da. So yeah, I really like that. I kind of wish they painted the visor though red. That would have been a lot cooler. But everything else pretty much the same. Very cool. I am digging the fact we got an evil Goldbug, or Bumblebee, whatever you want to look at it. And then here we have Bumper. Yeah, I mean, there's something about that that just looks devilish. That little grin and the big red sunglasses, I definitely like that. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, they did a good job with them. Very fun. A nice little hurrah for the company, for sure. And here we have the limited edition Night Team with the other mini cars in robot mode, just to kind of show the difference between them. Very cool to see the set together. Again, there's just something about that Nemesis black and red paint scheme that works well when you repaint a bot. Just makes it look so dark and evil. Definitely digging it, loving the contrast. You know, looking at the Goldbug and the Night Bug together, or Night Bee, whatever you want to call him, Nemesis Bug, I don't know. Very cool to see them side by side. And one of the only nitpicks, I would say 2 nitpicks I have, I would have liked to see a little bit of the kind of teal color added in there, maybe in the arms or something, or the legs. That would have been kind of cool. And then, of course, it's a shame that Night Bee here did not get his visor painted red like the others have their eyes. But that being said, I mean, those are 2 extremely minor gripes, and considering the fact that the company put this set out at the end as a final goodbye, I mean, you really can't complain at all about this set. So is the limited edition LE100 final product set something that you want in your Transformers collection? I'm going to say yes. If you're a Minibot fan, you like all the Minibots, Bumblebee, Goldbug, Cliff Jumper, those guys, this is very cool to see in a Nemesis Prime deco. If you were an Impossible Toys fan, if you like some of their sets, this is the very last thing that they had done. So it's very limited edition. Like you saw at the beginning of the video, there were only 100 pieces made for each figure, and they are hand numbered in the bags, which is very cool. I was fortunate to get some pretty low numbers. Very nice. I'm very appreciative of that. And at the time of this recording, Big Bad Toy Store has this set on sale for $35, which, my opinion, I think that's a good price for the set of 3. Now, as I said, I have 2 extremely minor gripes on the figures. I would have liked to seen some teal highlights somewhere on the figures, but, you know, they're trying to, you know, get out a final product to make whatever money they can. And the only other minor gripe is the fact that the Night Bee's visor is not painted red. It's the whole faceplate is silver. But again, extremely minor gripes. Articulation is great, and in fact, The joints on these three seem to be a lot stiffer than the previous figures I reviewed, and those were pretty good. So very impressive. The plastic quality is nice. I think the sculpts are nice. I love the deco. Definitely a good set, and for a company that was renowned for having quality control issues, it's too little too late, unfortunately, when they came back with the Tetrajet Squadron and the mini car set. But I gotta say, I'm very impressed in the fact that they put out a final product to thank all their customers, and they did a really good job with that. So kudos to Impossible Toys for doing that to the fans. Very, very nice. So there they are, the LE100 night exclusives. I guess that's what you want to call them, right? The night version exclusive, final product exclusives from Impossible Toys.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share. And as always, look for more videos in the future.